Hey, this is Matthew.
And this is Vinny, the wrestling figure historian.
And welcome back to Nerd News Today. And we're looking at some more wrestling figures today. And this time it is another entry into the Ultimate Edition by Mattel.
Yes, it is the Ultimate Edition Shinsuke Nakamura from Wrestlemania 34 and his famous match against AJ Styles for the WWE Championship.
And what made it so famous in particular?
He became heel.
Yes, this was the official heel turn to Nakamura, which he now still is a heel at this point in our video making history timeline.
Yep, and it was the beginning of Rochambeau with AJ Styles.
Yes, because after their really pretty good match, they went to shake hands, and Nakamura was like, nah, low blow.
Yep, and proceeded to play Rochambeau with AJ Styles.
Yes, so fun times. Let's take a look at the packaging real quick first, and this is the Ultimate Edition packaging, which is that very unique shape that they do. And on the side, we have Shinsuke's name, which is really cool.
Mm-hmm.
On the opposite side, we have a picture of Shinsuke Nakamura, which is, I believe, also from Wrestlemania 34.
Yep.
And on the top again, as you can see, nothing fancy, but the box, it is cool. It's like a shoebox, as we'll see in a little bit.
But then we could go into the back, where we actually see an action shot of the figure itself, next to an image of Nakamura from his match in WrestleMania 34. And already you could tell from the picture of the figure and the picture of real life, pretty accurate.
Mm-hmm. It's pretty great. What's interesting to me is that on the back it lists like his accomplishments in WWE, and it only lists winning the Royal Rumble, which does lead into the match that happens that this figure is based on.
That is true, but he did also win the U.S. Championship.
Yes, but that came after this.
Afterwards.
Yeah, so I don't know how far it happened between production of this figure versus now, but I feel like they probably could have included that in there. I think it probably would have been on the border of making it.
But I think
likely.
they only included one major highlight. So if you had to compare the U.S. title win to the Royal Rumble, I'd still give it to the Royal Rumble.
Yeah, same here. So let's go ahead and open up this Nakamura, and then we'll talk about what's inside, because there's a lot inside this Nakamura. So let's go ahead and open up the shoe box, shall we?
Yes, it does open up like a shoebox.
Which is pretty cool. I think we're big fans of that.
Yes.
There we go. It's still taped up over there?
Yes, I think you missed one corner.
Oh, I did miss a corner.
And you've just ripped the package.
Oh, now it's worthless.
Yeah, that's the one thing I will say with these figures, these Ultimate Editions. The packaging themselves are cool, and you kind of want to keep them afterwards from opening them.
Yeah, like I still have the Ronda, which was the first one reviewed. I still kept that in box, and I'm usually a loose collector. But in this case, I kept it in, but this is the price I pay for missing a corner that I thought I hit.
Yeah, so please, if you are planning to keep the package, be careful with the tape.
It's open, hooray! So here it is. It's really cool. You know what's going to be really fun is if they ever make an Undertaker like this, they better make this packaging black like a coffin. They won't.
No. They should.
They should.
If not, we will riot. All two of us.
Yes, all two of us. So once again, on the inside here, when you open it, it does have some other little things, which is like right here. You can see it's got a little thing just talking about the Ultimate Editions. But the really cool touch is the quotes that are on the sides of the box.
The King of Strong style. Yes, I agree with that one.
I think you'll agree with this other one too. We have to turn the box upside down. I'm going to just take Nakamura out while we do this. It's your favorite saying. Need a face.
Okay, but I will say this. They should have put his true iconic quote. Yow! They should have put that. Come on.
But he doesn't really say that in WWE, to be fair. He doesn't really say it. Like, in New Japan it was his thing. WWE,
but that's because it wasn't him, but it was more his fans that did it. The WWE fans, not going to lie, they missed out on it.
They don't really say it.
The fans that know Nakamura still say it, but that is true. They really didn't push Yao.
No, not at all.
So, that was a missed opportunity on their part, in my opinion.
No Yao for America.
Nah. Instead, we get a knee to the face.
And here is Nakamura out of the box, and he's looking pretty darn fine, if you ask me my opinion, which no one has, but I'll give it to you anyway.
And actually, I would say, compared to some of the other Nakamuras we've got, this is probably one of the best ones we have.
I think it's hands down one of the best. A common complaint about Nakamura figures is that how many more red Nakamuras can you make?
True.
But to be fair, this is the Ultimate Edition.
This is the Ultimate Edition, and at the same time, it is from one of his biggest matches in WWE to date.
Yes. So in terms of the outfit being authentic, I think it's pretty darn close. I mean, it's these little shoulder things are always kind of weird, but it is accurate to how they looked.
Yeah.
From the event.
The shoulder rings, yes. And again, we have the box as a point of reference. So.
But yeah, we have the picture right there. So it's looking good.
Yep.
I'd say it's pretty much a spot-on match.
Spot on for entrance attire and everything.
It's got the nice stripe down the side of both, of course, which is really cool. What do you think about the likeness of Nakamura?
See, that was always my also common complaint with his head scan. He kind of looked doofy, for lack of a better term. This time he actually doesn't. This actually looks like Nakamura.
Yeah, like I bought the first Nakamura, which is the NXT figure. I just bought it because it was the first one, but I didn't really like the head at all. It kept him in box.
The one from the Target NXT line. Yeah, I have that same one. I wasn't too thrilled with it. There was the defining moments one that came out beforehand, which I think they did a better job with.
Yeah, like there's a head they're using now that's better, but the heads that are in here, I think they're just 100 times better.
Oh yeah, because now they did capture Nakamura correctly.
Yeah, and a big part of that is getting this stubble correct as well, because stubble is tough to do, but with the Ultimate Editions, they've really nailed it so far.
Yeah.
Granted, in this wave 2, there's 2 characters, and both of them have stubble, and they both look really good.
And one we'll find out was very surprising to me that I didn't even expect.
Yeah. Shall we go ahead and test out the articulation?
Yes.
Would you like to do that?
Oh, yes, I will. Well, already I could tell the articulation is a lot better compared to most of the elites, I would say. Again, the legs are pretty standard.
Look at that.
So, but I do like the little toe joints that is given.
The toe joints add a lot to it.
Yeah.
Surprisingly, a lot. Because you can do a lot more once you have the ability to flex the feet.
Of course, you could set them up for a beautiful Kinshasa.
Yes.
Again, the arms coming super close to the face, which
Yeah.
most elites don't even have that articulation. I would have to give the articulation just... This is just great.
I imagine how much more articulation is going to be once you get the jacket off, too.
Yes, which, if you can notice, the jacket comes off through the back. But what I do like about the jacket is how, with this set of arms, it's molded into the jacket. So, again, free range movement for if you want to recreate his entrance, which, as we all know, Nakamura is very flamboyant when it comes to his entrance and very wavy with his arms, for lack of a better term.
Yes, very wavy. He's like a wacky waving inflatable tube Bailey man.
Yes.
Yes.
The only thing is that inflatable tubing Bailey man will actually knee you in the face.
That's true. It's very dangerous, wacky waving inflatable tube man. I think one thing I noticed that's really cool is that the jacket is so form-fitting, and what I mean by that is like by the arms especially, there's no wasted space. There's very, very minimal wasted space there. Whereas a lot of elite figures will have a lot of space by the armpits, especially with jackets and things.
If they want to have a little bit of articulation.
In this case, though, it's like it is right there. It's right.
Yeah, it's
not affecting any of the articulation either.
No, that's again what we saw with the Ronda. The jacket actually is spot on, articulation wise. This is how, my opinion, they should do all jackets. Because now even the regular elite line has interchangeable parts. So any wrestlers that have a jacket, they could start doing it like this.
Yeah, hopefully they do. So shall we take him out of his entrance gear and start trying out the other hands, arms, and heads he's got?
Let's get him into his wrestling attire.
Wish I could have an arm.
Yep. Let's make a wish. Oh, you got it.
I'm pretty sure you got it. You got the bigger piece of the wishbone, right?
Good. That's how it works?
No, I win. I win. Yay me.
Already we could tell, though, with that, to take out the arms is relatively easy.
That was pretty painless, yeah.
So
let's show him how the jacket comes off.
The jacket, yes, does have a little latch underneath. So it does. It comes off really easy, though.
Yeah, that was pretty smooth.
So my question is now how to put it back on, but again...
We'll test that out.
We'll test that out when we throw it back on.
Let's go ahead and grab an arm and let's pop him on in. So let's see how easy this is.
Nope,
here.
You have the wrong arm.
Do I?
Yep.
Oh, because the
armband.
Yeah, the armband.
This is the one great part about Nakamura. You could tell which arm goes where by his attire. So we'll give him that.
They go on real easy.
Very easy.
Which hand? I'm going to take off his head, and you figure out which hands you want to put in there to start with. So he comes with a total of 3 extra hands. One of them you already saw. The other is a closed fist. But I think the more interesting one...
Both are closed fist.
Yeah, the closed fist set.
Which is basic. But this one, unique to Shinsuke, is his little hand gestures, which is actually perfect to go with his entrance attire.
I'm going to go ahead and pop off the head, too, while we're doing this. And so it comes with 2 additional heads, total of 3 heads. Let's go with Smiling Nakamura.
Smiling Nakamura.
Let's see how easy that fits in. So here's smiling Nakamura without hands. He's smiling, but he has no hands.
So, Lord, let's give him his Nakamura hands, for lack of a better term. Here's one thing you got to be careful when putting the hands. The wristbands could come out.
Oh, so they're removable. I didn't know that.
Which, yeah.
That's cool, though, to know that it's a little added thing there. And again,
Well, it makes sense because he does wear very thick wristbands.
Yeah. And it's important to note this is also how we know it's WrestleMania, because this is the only time he wore the gold wristband and the armband. So, and to date is still the only time he's worn that gear.
Just be careful putting on the hand with the hand motions, because you don't want to overbend the finger. You just got to be careful a little bit. You don't want to bust any of the fingers.
Yeah, the best way to do that is kind of just grab it. Don't grab it by the fingers. Grab it as close to the joint as you can. That's the safest way to do this. Yes. And don't just jam it in, wiggle it in. It'll eventually go in. If not, you can put it in some hot water, or you can get a hair dryer that'll warm up the figure, warm up the plastic and the paint.
There we go. That's an interesting pose.
It's pretty accurate.
Yeah, does fit Nakamura perfectly. So now that the jacket's off, now we can see another point about articulation, which is exclusive to this line, is the abdomen joint.
Yeah, he has this nice little extra torso piece there that lets him do that, which is really nice. And it's also just, I mean, well, the other toys have it, but they don't have it like this.
They don't have it like this. They normally just have a back and forth joint at the abs, while this one, you could actually move it and swivel it. The only one that do get this type of articulation actually happens to be the overweight wrestlers.
Yeah.
I.e. the latest King Mabel that they came out with and the Yokozunas that they've come out with.
There we go. That's some Nakamura action right there.
That's Nakamura action right there. And again, as you could tell, the arms articulation, you would not be able to do something like this with a normal elite.
Yeah, you can get it very close up, which is really nice.
Yeah.
In fact, yeah, it's like this. I don't want to block. In fact, yeah, because I don't want to block his face, and I have that mobility to do. Get this pretty tight and still not cover his face in a bad position. It's pretty good. It's fun watching him spin.
Yeah, it is actually. It's mesmerizing.
Yes. Well, we have one more head. Let's put that in just to show you guys how that looks. Why don't we put in the fist, the closed fist, just to show them that too. So okay, that's interesting to note too. So the figure, it's actually this one. You can see the neck.
Yes, there
Hopefully
is a big space.
The neck is generating. I don't know if I can do it again, but the neck, as I push down, it's starting to break apart from the actual figure. So
that's not good.
That's a bad thing, because this head is not fitting down all the way either. And I'm afraid to keep pushing it, because it's...
you don't want to break the joint.
Yeah, so I'm just going to leave him with a giraffe neck for the time being. Let's put the closed fist on him, but I'm afraid to push it down further.
Hopefully, when we change back to the original head, that it does fit properly. So that is not a good thing.
That's one of those mileage beware kind of things, but yeah, it's pretty bad.
I don't remember if we had that issue with Ronda.
We did not. No, Ronda was fine. This thing seems to be tough.
Okay, the closed fist, positive, is a lot easier to put on.
Oh yeah, of course, yeah. And they look really good too. So now you could have MMA Nakamura. There you go.
In a perfect fighting pose. Now he's ready for a fight.
Nakamura. Let's see how good we can get these kicks, though. That's what I want to know.
Did you just pop the head back in?
I don't know.
That just sounded like you popped it in.
Well, whoops. Let's see. I want to see how well he balances some of these dynamic poses. Granted, it's hard on this platform, but I think he could probably hold that pose if it was in a more balanced.
No, let's try it straight on the ring.
Let's knock over everything else.
Maybe definitely with the use of a stand, I could see him keeping there.
Does look pretty good though. You can get some really nice dynamic poses, and it's a good-looking kick. I don't think you can get kicks as good as that with other figures.
Not even with. You might be able to pull off the kicks like this with the elite, but maybe not. This is what I love about the articulation with the Ultimate Editions. You could just throw them into so many poses now.
Yeah, very dynamic, very cool. So now let's go ahead and reset him back to how he came in the box and see if we can successfully get all his pieces back.
Yes.
And good. So as we pulled the head out, yeah, nothing broke off. That's good.
And actually, I'm looking at the joint too. This I never noticed with the head joint, how it swivels back and forth.
Yeah, it's a complete...
It's a completely different joint. I could tell with the way this is done, I could see where your concern is, that this might break. But this actually gives even the head a lot more articulation.
Oh yeah, it's got way more mobility, which is nice.
So
I just unfortunately we seem to have gotten a bit of a dud because you can see now since we've played with it a little bit, like that molding line is a lot more prominent. You can see a bit more. It's like we basically pushed it open a little bit.
okay.
You can see it's starting to come loose.
It's starting to crack open.
Yeah, because it just was not sealed correctly. So
So that could be a manufacturer's error.
user mileage may vary is usually how I like to say it, but it's something to be aware of if you're going to be playing with him or if you're a loose collector.
Now
you
let's
want
see
to
if we
swap
can
heads
get
out.
the jacket on securely. Now that...
Jacket is done.
Yep. So jacket's nice and easy.
Go ahead and put the arms back, which should be equally easy. Yep, just as easy. So go ahead and put the head back on him.
One note. Hey, Matt.
Huh. Well, that's handy.
I don't know if it could be seen, probably not on this video, but actually if you do get the this figure, underneath the wrist joint tells you which arm is which.
So you can't
With
be
the-
stupid
right
like us
with-
and mess it up.
Whoa, don't throw me in this mix. You were the one who did that, not me. I had it right the first time.
Sure you did. Luckily, there's no video evidence of that.
Now, the only thing I would have said with the packaging, they should have gave him, in his entrance attire, the hands in a motion.
You mean have these guys packaged on him?
Yeah, because that fits the entrance. You're not really going to use that for, like, in-ring action poses.
Yeah, no, not really. I mean, I wish I could put them back on him, but because of the way the packaging plastic is, you can't really change them out in the packaging.
No.
So it's got to be how the factory sent it.
Good point.
But it does look really cool, and yeah, this is actually our first look at a male figure in the Elite Lengths. We skipped over the Warrior.
We did skip over the Warrior, which I'm still debating on maybe getting.
We'll see. I think we'll see how our next Ultimate Edition does as well. That might determine what we do. But
yeah.
I mean, again, a lot of people complain about red Nakamura's, but at this point, you're done. You can skip this one and be good.
Now you could say for red Nakamura's, you're done.
Yeah, not going to beat this.
But at the same time, he wears red all the time, so what else are you also going to do?
Exactly. So I think we can both agree overall this is an amazing figure. Another knockout of the park for Mattel.
With the Ultimate Edition, I'm so far loving this line. I cannot wait to see what's next.
Great detail, great likenesses, lots of different heads, hands, arms, jackets, entrance attire. It really is the Ultimate Edition.
It is. This is, if they're not going to come out with any more Nakamura's, I don't blame them because this is it.
You shut your mouth. They better come out with all the Nakamura's because we haven't gotten a blue Nakamura yet.
Good point. He only wore blue once for that Survivor Series match, no?
For SmackDown, he wore blue. He wears blue all the time.
Yeah.
So we'll hopefully get some blue Nakamura at San Diego Comic-Con.
That would be a great one.
Speaking of, if you guys haven't watched it yet, check out our San Diego Comic-Con 2019 predictions for what we think Mattel is going to show coming up at the big event very soon. And you can watch it after and see if we got anything right.
And I hope one of them is right.
Yeah, because we got a pretty big prediction that maybe it'll come true, probably not. And if it doesn't come true, Vinny's drinking hot sauce.
I was hoping you didn't bring that one up.
Oh, I'll never forget that one.
Oh, boy.
So on that note, that is our look at Ultimate Edition Shinsuke Nakamura from Mattel. I'm Matthew.
And this is Vinny, the wrestling figure historian.
We'll see you guys next time with some more wrestling figure reviews and knees to faces. Wha-pam!